Hello, everybody. How are we doing today? Welcome back to the live stream. Gonna do this just as I did it yesterday. Kind of tinker through everything, and look at injury news, break down games, answer your guys' questions, things to that extent. So hopefully, getting all my tabs up and going. Dude, I just bought a new monitor, and unfortunately, I don't have the plugins to have everything plugged in at the same time, including my microphone and stuff. So that actually kind of sucks. But anyways, guys, got everything up and running. As always, guys, be active in the chat. I want to, answer all your guys' questions, go through everything, see some comments coming in. Appreciate everyone. What's going on, Khan? How we doing? Tommaso, Khan, and MX9 Cryptos, dude. It is great to see so many familiar faces back on. Liam Acosta Harvey. Hey, dude. Hey, Liam. Are you joining, Liam? I asked you to stream with me today. Oh, he said he's joining. Oh, I forgot to send it in. Okay, guys, I'm gonna get Ozbets up in here too, and then we'll get to everything. Let me quick send this over to Liam. I just completely missed that. Okay. I said, yeah, and you left me. I did leave you on red. Okay, I'll get to some of those questions first. Let's look at some of this recent injury news and things to that extent. So let's see. And dude, oh shit. So, and we're gonna have to take off this overlay because I only have a prep for one person. That's totally fine. But yeah, so I guess last time so Norman Powell got downgraded to questionable. Chet's out, which is good because I played Harden Signs over. Deuce is out. Okay. Jaylen Brown, Asar, Jalen Johnson. Trenton Watford's playing. Joel Embiid remained limited to around 20 minutes. Okay. My gut's kind of telling me that Joel's going to play a couple extra minutes, guys, just off rip. But yeah, nothing too crazy with like this injury news or anything. All right, let's get into some of the questions. Let's see. Let's go. Yes, sir. Shoto, what's up, man? Do I like Clarkson over 8.5 points? So good question. Let's go over there. So Knicks at the Bucks. Definitely kind of like the matchup, to be honest. Looks like it moved a little bit. And yeah, so 9.5. Okay, so played 15 minutes even without Deuce. That's a little bit concerning. Okay, that's actually kind of what I was looking at. So if he didn't get any additional minutes with Deuce out last game, I don't really know why he would get additional minutes today. So he's shot 2 for 11, so definitely should have went over. Volume's been good. Yeah, dude. I mean, so I'm seeing 9.5. I see that there's some super juiced 8.5s out there. I'd probably say it's priced correctly. But yeah, that's kind of my take on that one. So let's see. Someone said any other props for Warriors Clippers game other than Zubac? Yes, guys. So I am on Ivica Zubac over. It's a weird combo. It's like pretty much a double-double, but it's not. It's actually Zubac over 10.5 rebounds and then 10 plus points. So it's just like a double-double, but with an extra rebound. Yeah, so this Clippers game, jeez, dude, there's always someone doing that shit outside my place. Literally always someone. So guys, I actually really like Moses Moody under 8.5 points. Looks like some 9.5s are out there. MGM, Profit X. I really like Moses Moody's unders. Weirdly enough, it looks like everyone's gonna play. Steph, Jimmy, Kuminga, Pods, Draymond, Buddy, Moses Moody. Yes, he got hot last game. I think that's just like a great spot to sell. But Moses Moody, like if you look at like with Steph, with Jimmy, with Kuminga, let's see, just like with like everyone. And here's the thing, guys, Al Horford's gonna play, and I think Al Horford's like gonna play because I think that they might need him for Zubac and stuff like that. So let's take off without Al Horford. But if we go to this last year, yeah, he wasn't exactly like playing all that consistently with like Steph, Jimmy, Kuminga. He's obviously going to play with Pods, with Healed. Hit rate's not great. He had a couple good games in there, a couple stinkers, a couple low minutes. The low minute games are always in the cards with Moses Moody just because Steve Kerr's the head coach. So 9.5 feels like, especially 9.5, dude. I don't know if we have like a PRA line or anything. 10. So DK, I guess like, see, that doesn't really make sense to me. Like 8.5 and then 10.5 PRA at like -103. But yeah, Moses Moody unders. I really am a big fan of. Kuminga over rebounds and assists. Yeah, so he's been rebounding like the shit out of the ball. And holy crap, buddy, what is going on? What it just says like with Moses Moody. Okay, hold up. This is glitching. Yeah, no, I do just off of rip though. Kuminga has been rebounding the shit out of the ball. 5 and yeah, he's been like what 17 chances, 13 chances, 13 chances, 13 chances. Very consistently too, man. I think there must be a point of emphasis for him. So yeah, you can get an 8.5. And he's been moving the ball too. Really good. Holy crap, dude. 19, 20, 22, and 25 chances. Holy crap. This is something I haven't even like been paying attention to. But yeah, no, I definitely am a fan of that Tommaso for sure. Russell Westbrook over 0.5 threes. Yeah, so that's a good one. Let's go over to OKC and let's talk about this game for a little bit. Let's just spend some time over here. Because obviously Chet's out. Was there anyone else who was out on this? Let me quick go to Thunder injury report. So J-Dub, Chet, Isaiah Joe is still out. Topic, Kenrich, and then Sorber, who's out for the year, I believe. Yeah. So yeah, no, but going back to Russell Westbrook, like 100%, dude. Like he's playing against OKC. OKC is, one of those teams. Mark Dagnall's one of those coaches who, there's a non-shooter out there, and he is just leaving them wide the hell open. So if you guys didn't see, I'm actually starting to do DFS plays because these DFS books that are like very accessible are doing, they have like attempt lines everywhere. And I think those are like those are money, dude. Like if you could just bet attempts, like no one would bet points over attempts. Like no serious bettors would anyway. So yeah, I was really close to playing Russell Westbrook over 6.5 field goal attempts. And then I also liked his over 2.5 threes attempted. So yeah, man, I mean, -135 at Builder. Hell yeah, dude. I'm actually super game with that. I think he gets up like 3 or 4, gets left pretty damn wide open. Keon Ellis, guys, is someone who's pretty interesting to me too. I guess he has a points line up. It looks like his line's kind of steaming a little bit, but so he actually started last game, got into pretty big foul trouble. Fouled out of the game, only played 18 minutes. But he's starting. I would expect him to be like a close to like 30-minute guy, close to it. And we're gonna get odds bets in here soon, guys. But like, yeah, I mean, I would think he's like around like 24 to like 32 minutes or something. And yeah, Keon Ellis is like cooking this line, and even his threes might be a pretty good bet. 1.5. I honestly, guys, something I probably will go play myself is Ellis over threes it's like a bet 365 line only. I'm going to quick look to see what that's going to be at if you guys have 365. But Keon Ellis stuff is super intriguing to me. I think he'll get up a ton of threes for sure in this matchup. Maybe like 4 or 5 threes, or three or 4 or 5. So I'm going to quick go to 365 and actually see what Keon Ellis's 3-pointers attempted line is going to be at, because they have that too for whatever reason. Looks like it's 3.5 or plus 115, dude. That's a really, really good line. So I like that a ton. Do I like Turner to bounce back tonight? Miles Turner. Yeah, so Miles Turner's intriguing for sure. The Knicks, so he's mostly just like a spot up guy at this point. A little bit of pick and roll man stuff. I haven't really watched much Bucks, but I'm assuming that he's just kind of picking and popping with Giannis. The Knicks are allowing a lot of catch and shoot stuff, and obviously, whether they go double big or not, I would expect they kind of go double big with Huck Porty. I mean, they're allowing the most catch and shoot threes so far this year, or the highest frequency at least, which is what I tend to look at. So yeah, dude, I don't hate it. His threes are pretty juiced, but 13.5 points does not seem terrible. Yeah, I didn't shoot the ball great there. Shot the ball really poorly and really poorly too. So he just kind of been shooting the ball bad. Yeah. Um, kind of like his threes a little bit more than his points. Wish that this was like a playable 1.5 or like a less juiced 1.5. But yeah, no, don't hate that at all. Strange music. What's going on, man? Pratham, what's going on, dude? I just like love seeing all these familiar faces. Hey, real quick, guys. If you are enjoying this type of content, or you're a fan of what I do, I guess just drop a like, sub to the channel. It's a big favor to me. It helps the channel grow a ton, so it is very, very greatly appreciated. And seriously, guys, love you guys so much for dropping all these comments nonstop. I play Ellis over 2.5 fouls. Oh my goodness, dude! What is that? What book is that at? Tommaso, seriously, can you if you're still here, quick comment and say what book that is. Please tell me it's not some Italy only book, because that actually that actually sounds like such a good bet, dude. If that's and also guys, if any of you guys know any DFS books that have that right now, please drop a comment down below if you guys know any DFS books that post fouls bets, because that is actually, dude, that actually feels like such a damn good bet. Bet365 in Italy? Hold up, does Bet365 in the US have that? Fouls. Personal fouls, dude. I don't think they have personal fouls in the States, which sucks because that actually sounds like such a damn good bet. All right, Pratham said he's on Butler under, LaMelo under, and Kawhi points. Okay, so Butler, I can get behind it for sure. I would think he draws Leonard for the most part, and like Butler just relies so heavy on like punking his guy down low and like being physical that yeah, I definitely wouldn't touch a Butler over. There's a good chance that you get like it is a back-to-back for like these starters on the Dubs. So, maybe you get like 30 minutes for them or something. They played 31 last game. Mellow ball under. So LaMelo is weird because I actually kind of like just like overs for this game. If I can find, let's go to NBA pace. And dude, because this game is like, so the Heat are first in pace, which is like so weird to say out loud, like genuinely. So I kind of that's like one thing that kind of scares me about LaMelo unders here. Also, if you get Ware who's starting, that also scares me a little bit too. But if you get Bam starting, I think under is the only way to go. But yeah, guys, this Heat Hornets game, I don't really know who, but like, I mean, there's just so many outs here for like overs to hit. Just because like if they're gonna play at like a super fast pace, what is it? Game total? That's Jimmy Butler. What's the game total of this one? 240.5 for a Heat Hornets game, dude. That's crazy. Yeah, and then Kalel, yeah, you got to get Kalel starting for sure. I wouldn't hate Kalel threes if he starts at the 5. If Kalel's starting at the 5, dude, I actually really like this against Kalkbrenner. Kalkbrenner is like the new, like, he's like going to be like a drop coverage king, dude, because he's just slow as shit. Like I like Kalkbrenner, but he cannot move at all. He looks like Donovan Clingan out there. B365, yep, in Italy. Not in PA at least. Yeah, dude. I wish, bro. I wish. I don't have it in North Carolina either. Like, dude, fouls would be so sick. I'm surprised like Bet365. Actually, I'm not surprised that they list people's fouls. That's like a very Bet365 thing to do. LaMelo ball over rebounds 5.5. I got this at plus money. Yeah, dude. So his minutes have been really good, and like the pace thing too. Like, I mean, if this game just has a ton of pace, like that's just great for overs. Got to have plus money. So yeah, you got a great number two. Now, good old Novig, guys. By the way, Novig, if you guys don't have Novig and you guys bet a lot like around this time of day specifically, dude, Novig's gonna have the best number in market like a really, really, really high percentage of the time. So if you guys do not have Novig right now, download it. I'll have it linked down below, and check it out. Use code BETTN when you make that first deposit, and spend $5 on Novig. They'll give you 50 to play with. It's gonna be super, super nice for bets right now. Ozzy, look at this we're sharing this little.
G'day, mate.
What's going on, man? How you doing?
Yeah, pretty good. You?
I'm chilling. Are you looking at some stuff?
Yeah, looking at some stuff. Just played a couple.
Yeah.
Embiid under 17.5 points.
Okay.
He's pretty. I don't know how much you've watched of Philly or anyone watched of Philly, but he's effectively just a jump shooter now. Like, doesn't really go in the lane. So you're effectively asking the same output points per minute as his like MVP season, where because it's almost at a point per min. And yeah, it'll take a hot shooting day from 3 to go over, which is a better if that happens. Just I don't know.
Tip
You
the
live
cap.
with it. Tip the cap. Don't really care.
I'm on a Embiid over 5 free throw attempts here on like a DFS app. So I hope that he does that. I just know that he's going up against Sar. I'm like, dude, he's gonna get every single call against an undisciplined young buck like Sar. But no, I totally get it. And I was kind of hoping that we were gonna get like a notification saying that Joel was going to, play like 24 minutes or something today, but I guess he's now just a 20-minute per game former MVP like 2 years ago. So
he looks pretty cooked.
Yeah, he does it. He looked okay last game, but yeah, just like it's.
I think it was he's now like used as sort of like a hub guy, and his shots he doesn't really drive in anymore. It's more mid-range 3. So yeah, I think he's a little bit cooked, but it's good that he's out there.
Yeah, he's hooping. Dammy, what do you mean under 7.5? Yeah, I'm a little confused there. Okay, you're on Norman Powell's overs. I don't know if you got that in before the injury news, dude, but I think that's like a little bit dicey, just given like his bag. Yeah, and it's a groin, it's a little soft tissue thing. So yeah,
great matchup, but
a little bit dicey. I think that game's gonna be fun.
Out yet?
No, it has not.
If Ware starts, I don't know if you've gone over this game, but if Ware starts, I really like LaMelo stuff with the 240.5.
Me too. I'm going to be on that too. We just talked about that.
We did?
Yeah. We just talked about that. If Ware starts, I'm on LaMelo too. LaMelo always has these stretches of games where he has like a 35% usage in like 35 minutes and is just putting up like 30, 10, and 8 like every night. I think he's getting in that mode before the ankle issue comes out.
I'll tell you what else I really like.
I like that, Chewy. First quarter's the way to attack it.
Guess who's averaging like 70 touches per game for the Wizards?
Who? Tyshawn George?
Yeah. I reckon it's a great matchup because he's I think he's actually really good. Just watching him, like, not even talking about betting, just as a player, I think he's super good. And he'll get dropped against Embiid. And he runs a shit ton of pick and rolls. I also like his rebounding here because Sal, with Embiid being a jump shooter, Sal will be dragged out. So, yeah, I really like him. I reckon he's really good.
So some PR stuff you could get behind?
PR, PRA, anything. I like it all.
He's been filling up the stat sheet, dude. Like, genuinely.
He attacks the glass. And this is a good rebounding matchup for him as well. Yeah. Last game, he got in foul trouble, so minutes were low. But even with like a bad 3-point shooting day, he was still tracking decent like PRA per min.
He was, because, only 25 minutes, and they lost by 26, so the dirty Hornies.
And foul trouble. Actually, a good thing is they were going to close with him as well. Like, their closing group was like George, Johnson, a couple scrubs, but then he got his 6th foul with like 3 minutes to go. So he might even be blowout proof as well.
Yeah. Okay. No, that wouldn't shock me either. Like, he's young as hell. No, he said Embiid under 17.5, not 7.
I wouldn't bet under 7.5. That's probably not a good bet.
Sabonis 12.5 rebounds with no Chet. So I don't think Chet makes a big impact on like a rebound stuff. Honestly, I think it might even be a little bit worse because Hartenstein's like pretty tenacious on the glass. Always, he's a big body. He'll, box out and stuff. I think that, Sabonis, he's around a ton of non-rebounders and, 29 chances, 25 chances. But I don't think this is a great matchup for him on the glass. Liam, do you have any take on that?
I'm not really rebound better. I'm not gonna lie. So
Yeah.
I don't really want to give advice. I'm more like if I'd ever bet rebound because like the per min stuff's way out of whack. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. I've been dabbling with some rebounds.
Norman Powell is out.
Norman Powell is out. Kaishan Are.
Actually,
OKC role player game for sure. I mean, weirdly enough, I know like this is like really small sample size stuff, but like I know the Kings have weirdly been allowing a ton of like some decent pull up frequency. I think some pick and roll handler stuff, but very small sample size. I would agree. Like Sabonis should be up at the level, pretty much trap in every game. But it's weird. Like they're allowing the second highest shot frequency to handlers. Liam, do you have any? Have you watched any King stuff and seen otherwise? Like is Sabonis
stuff I have not. They're one of the only teams I haven't. I reckon they played Phoenix. I watched a little bit of that game, and then they played the Lakers. I didn't watch the Lakers game, so no. That's actually I reckon them and there might be one other team are the only teams I haven't properly watched yet.
Yeah, I do tend to agree with that DFS though. I mean, like Shea's pretty unguardable. Like he's gonna get his regardless. Like he'll just grift his way to like 20 free throws casually. But yeah, I mean, without Chet, like that would be pretty logical. And I know Sabonis is like historically been a at the level type of guy, like coming up every single time and forcing them to pass. So, but Shea's a big isolation scorer too. Like he's pretty much just as much
pick
and roll as and all that. So, but yeah, no, I do
the Mike Brown Kings. They were very aggressive to some of the really good guys at points and times, but I haven't watched them, so I'm not sure.
Well, yeah, and the Mike Brown Knicks are allowing like a ton of catch and shoot stuff too, a ton of spot up stuff, a ton of like where's catch and shoot stuff. So Bucks are second highest catch and shoot frequency. So looks like that might have carried over a little bit. Makes sense. You don't really want to have cat and drop.
Yeah, I wonder if they start. I wonder how they start that game.
Yeah, I do too. I think that they go double big. You don't want to put cat on Giannis. That's like 5. That's like 2 fouls in 2 minutes.
Yeah, that's fouls early. Yeah, that's a good point.
You're on Brunson's points. I like that. Liam, do you have a take there? I saw a drop too. I actually really like 25.5 points. The Bucks have been playing a lot of drops.
Yeah. I do like it, definitely. I'm going to look more into it closer to the game because those games don't start for a little bit. Yeah, they're an hour and a half away. So,
yeah.
I'll look more into it for sure.
Well, this was at like
I do like it in theory.
It was 27.5, I believe, earlier. I think ETR's projections must be low on it, but I would tend to buy back on that. I definitely wouldn't play the under, that's for sure. So, all right. So Norman Powell is out. Let's quick go over and look at some Heat stuff. No Norm Powell. So there's a lot of. I think that Wiggins is probably going to be the dude who fills some void. Maybe Jovic is, and maybe with Norm Powell out, does that make it safe that Ware is going to start? Do you think?
Yeah, I think it'll be Davion, Ware, Bam, Wiggins, maybe Mitch. No, Huckers. No.
Huckers.
Not Jovic because Jovic is. It'll be interesting, actually. I'm not sure.
Do you have any like crazy takes on it? Like on like, or not crazy takes, but do you have any like usage-based takes? I mean, Wiggins is clearly the guy, but like Marcus, moved his line from 15 to 19. So like, I mean,
yeah, it's already baked in.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for this stuff to come out more on. Oh yeah, they're now starting to come out. Bam 22.5 is sort of interesting. I'm going to look into it in terms of unders because he's not going to get much at the rim, so he'll have to be a jump shooter, and I don't think he's a very good jump shooter.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, Liam, I'm about to pull out the 2-minute sample size of Norman Powell off the court.
Yeah. No, I just looked before. Bam's usage goes down. Wiggins, Huckers goes up. But it's like a 15-minute sample size, so it's not much.
We'll
Not much
see. I mean,
use.
51 minutes, yeah, and like Bam's off the court for all of it. I mean, Pell
Fontecchio,
Larson,
maybe.
some off-ball stuff for sure. I mean, dude, here's the thing. It's like all these guys.
I'm saying starting.
Oh, starting.
Yeah, I could see him starting.
Yeah, for sure. So Norman Powell's still on the court in this. Dude, this is just like, I don't even know why I'm like pulling this shit up. Okay. Yeah, it's just like a waste of time. You're gonna see some information. Bam at 22.5, dude. I mean, my goodness. I could never play a Bam 22.5 line over, like genuinely. I don't care if like Jovic is out, like Wiggins is out. Like
yeah. No, that does seem pretty high, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. That won't be 22.5 on the sharper books by tip, I'll tell you that much.
I think that Davion's assists are gonna falter a little bit from Norman being out. Just because I'm sure, like, I haven't watched much Heat, but I can like guarantee that it's just like Davion has the ball down screen. Norman's like coming off of a pin down, and he's just like shooting it and making a quick decision. You know, I remember Harden used to get a ton of assists that way. So
yeah,
if anyone first in, I think that's bad for because Mitchell's not like a playmaker. You know, he just like has the ball and they're running sets through him.
Yeah, he initiates a set initiator.
Alex Sarr, PR. So Liam,
I'm waiting for this lineup to come out.
Yeah, they gotta hurry the hell up with that. Liam, what do you think of like, dude? I wish I'm surprised like Bet365 doesn't have like a first quarter 3-point attempt line because I think that Sarr is going to get like some pretty wide open threes. But PR, dude, I probably wouldn't play with that. He's gonna be, dragged away from the rim. He could easily get into foul trouble. I do like his threes though, dude. Like 1.5 threes. I mean, he has not been shooting whatsoever this year.
I do remember a quote from preseason where he said, that his shot died. He's going to like completely cut out the threes, which he has the large path. But I mean, last game was against another drop big in Calcutta. He took 3. But if you're taking a 1.5 line, you probably want more than 3 threes to take that.
Yeah, you do. You want like, at plus 180, I would be happy.
At plus 180, you probably want 4 or 5.
No, you want 4. 4 at plus 180, it's a good bet, I think. I guess I'm checking his 365 attempts line.
Oh yeah,
it's 2.5.
I was looking at some of those today. Actually, they're pretty funny.
Liam, do you have any thoughts on Cole Anthony?
Cole Anthony. I still need to do my stuff for that game. But initially, I wonder what they're going to drop Portis's line at because I do like Portis unders. Just because when Kuzma was there, Kuzma was playing the 4 spot a lot. So it reduced minutes for Portis. But I haven't looked at his lines yet. And yeah, he's lined it back to normal. Yep, so now. I actually haven't looked at that game in depth yet. I'm going to do that after the Hornets Heat. I'm just waiting for this bloody starting lineup to come out, mate. The game starts in 15 minutes.
Yeah, they need to hurry the hell up. That's actually a good point, though. We probably could do like off-court Jimmy, Norman, and Tyler, and then kind of like go back to last year a little bit and see like where these guys were at. Get a bigger sample size going. I know that this stuff just takes a long time to load. Let's see. Norm Powell's out. Jalen Williams. I could see Jay Will like on a back-to-back against like a shitty team. I could with no Chet for sure, dude. Like, do you have any Jay Will thoughts? Because he's pretty good when he gets minutes, honestly.
Yeah, depends what his lines are at, but yeah.
Like, I mean, what do you have him at? I think
I haven't done that game yet. I'm going to do that game soon.
Just like off the dome. Like, I think that like ceiling minutes for Hardenstein would be 33, 34, like ceiling. I think that like floor for Jay Will is like 15. Maybe a little double.
Caruso's back, right?
Caruso is back, yep. And then so Dort and Wallace are all playing.
Jeez, DeRozan's line dropped a lot.
Yeah, I kind of disagree with that, dude. Why
did it drop so much?
He had pretty good volume against him last year. He just shot like shit every time.
He's not really a pick and roll guy either. He's more like an ISO.
Yeah. And the
And
Thunder
Mark
aren't
Dagnall's
even.
pretty smart. I reckon he wants you to take contested middies. Wait,
No, he
I don't
does.
understand why his line dropped though. Did something happen?
No, I don't think so. But 17 and a half, I'm not going to lie, dude. That's a pretty crazy line for DeMar. Like, say
It
what
was
you want
21
about
and
him.
a half last game. And he took 20 shots or something.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they'll give up.
I don't think anyone came back, right? Same.
No
I
one
think
came
Levine
back.
was there. I think Monk was there.
Yeah.
Bizarre.
I don't even think Thunder are like ridiculously tough against like handlers either. Like I remember looking at something, Liam, and this is like literally tailored for DeMar. Like pull up twos, the Thunder allow the most the highest 2-point pull up 2-point frequency in the league. That's like DeMar.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's good coaching, isn't it? Like the coach knows what they're
doing. yeah. You actually want to be like who else? Like the Wizards, like all the shit teams.
Who's bottom of that?
The Wizards, Grizzlies, Nets, Hawks, like all the shit teams.
Well, it makes sense, doesn't it?
Dude, yeah, I actually think that 17 and a half for DeMar is like kind of fucking crazy, dude. Like, he was like crushing this line last year, dude. Like,
he had 17 shots against the Suns, but taking into account Sabonis didn't play that game. He then had 9 shots against Utah, but that was such a fast-paced game.
And Utah's brutal because Utah's everything in transition or like catch and shoot. Like they don't allow how you see guys against Utah. Not good.
And then Lakers last game, he shot 9 of 22. I don't know. It seems a touch low. Is this Heat lineup still not out?
And no Chet too. Like second night of a back-to-back, I could see like the Kings like being scrappy. You know, like getting some like fourth quarter minutes for the starters.
Yeah, true. Oh, I thought the game started in 20 minutes. The game starts in an hour.
Okay. Wizards will start Carrington, McCall, Middleton, George, and Star. So that's the same stuff. Jaime Knight, wonder
what Wizards do with George is they take him out early, like he plays like 5 minutes, and then he runs the team with the second unit.
Yeah. Okay. I remember when he started doing that last year, and his assists were like he was always like a 2.5 assist line guy, and they kept him there, and like his passes made just kept on spiking. There was like a little stretch where he was a little wagon there. So must have stuck with that. Prophet, you played the 26.5 from Brunson like that. Look at the Jaime on and offs. Okay, yeah, let's see if this
G.
is up.
Hey, Samuel.
Yeah, Sammy G. Okay. Jaime. So this is with these guys off. Thomas Bryant. Let's go, dude. So it's like Bam. Wiggins is like inefficient as all hell. Like under 40% shooting, 30%, dude. My goodness. Let's see. Is there anyone else who's kind of popping? Jaime's at 18 points, but really efficient shooting. Actually, is that even really efficient? He takes pretty good shots. I kind of like Jaime's. Jaime would be so good if if we were still in like the 90s. Unfortunately, he can't shoot. Dude, should we bet on this guy? Should we bet on the dude who bets on himself or bets against himself? Good old Terry Rozier.
I'm surprised nobody's abused with that story. Do you know how like Bet365 is like player fouls?
Yeah.
That's the sort of shit that's like that would be so easy to get away with because you just go over and be a bit more aggressive and your coach is actually probably happy.
Dude, look at Terry in this. Dude, like Karma caught up to Terry quick. He used to be like a fun player. Look at this sample: 35% from the field, 25% from deep, 14 points on 14 shots. Oh my goodness. 22.5 now for Jaime. Yeah, dude, I could see Jaime being okay. I guess Liam, do you have any like crazy thoughts on like the no Norman stuff? Nothing's like really popping to me. We just need this damn lineup out. Personally, I think that's what.
Yeah, I want to see the lineup because, but yeah, there's no Jaquez. I do like Jaquez.
I like Cole Anthony.
Cole Anthony. Oh yeah, in that game.
So here's the thing.
Ryan Rollins is good, by the way. Like, I actually think he's a pretty good player.
Yeah, I like Rollins too. Liam, we were talking about this too, but I feel like maybe a lot of people might get suckered into some like overs based on like Overton, who's like a pretty good NBA player. Probably re-enters the rotation now, and maybe it's not even like a big boost for anyone else, to be honest.
Yeah, I think he does. I'd have him at like 15 minutes, so I think he does.
For DeRozan,
he's good.
Yeah, who do you think?
Fontecchio probably plays low 20s as well.
Who does Dort take? Is Dort, because that's something that would take me off. Levine? Yeah, you think?
I think. Yeah.
Okay. If it's gonna be Levine, then yeah. Yeah, for sure. DeMar sounds pretty damn good.
Because the lineup will probably be SGA, Hardenstein, Wiggins, Case and Wallace, Dort. Or they could go Caruso instead of Wiggins.
Dude, what do you think about Aaron Wiggins? Do you have any Wiggins? Because Wiggins is like the guy who, like, Wiggins is so damn, like, he's like a really good points per minute guy, in my opinion. When guys are out specifically.
Yeah, he takes a lot of shots. The line does seem like they've baked it in there, 14.5. I haven't done that game. I need to do those two. Once I do the Miami game, I'll do those two. Fuck, there's a game starting at 2 o'clock our time, which would be 11 p.m. East for you, right?
Yeah, dude. It's late as hell. Cool. What is it that? Yeah, I'm not staying up for that. Wiggins had 2 games. Let's see. Yeah. A little bit inconsistent from Wiggins, but he had that like 40-point game against your Spurs.
Yeah, that was
Sammy. That was Jaime got assist. Not
ideal. But at least we're good now.
Yeah. Sammy, I miss you, buddy. Fontecchio will start probably. Yeah. So yeah, for sure. He's what, like, his only usage will be like some off-screen stuff now and then.
Yeah, he plays out the ball guy.
Liam, let's go to Clippers Warriors. So I'm already on some Zubac stuff. Do you have any? This is Liam. I want to know your take on this because this is one I'm staring at pretty closely. I really like some Moses Moody under 8.5 points here. I think that it's going to be a lot of Horford. I think Horford's probably going to play a fair bit. Just like, Zubac kind of had his way with them last year. Draymond is too small for Zubac. I think that there's going to be a decent amount of Horford. He's well rested too.
The only thing I'll say is it's a back-to-back. So boosted mins potentially for some of the worst guys.
Yeah, true. I will say this game, in my mind, though, too, like profiles to be important and competitive.
Yeah, it should, but at the same time, they're not going to like kill the older guys. You saw it against Portland, which was a game it was a competitive game, and they ended up losing.
Yeah.
All the mins for the good guys were down, even before the blowout.
I think they were Steph and Jimmy were on like 32-minute rotations, weren't they?
I think it was like 30, 32.
Yeah, so somewhere around that realm. I don't hate some Al Horford stuff, dude. Honestly, like, I think that Al Horford sees some pretty decent minutes. He already played. Steve Kerr was talking about like, oh yeah, 20 minutes max for Al Horford, blah blah blah. He played 29 against Jokic.
Yeah, played 29 against the Nuggets, didn't he?
So yeah, I think that's a little smoke screen. Keyshawn George over 10.5 rebounds and assists. Yeah, that's
Keyshawn. I think he's good. I like everything Keyshawn. I think he's just a really good player. I think he's more than I think he's rolling the team in the minutes he's tracked for, which is like 33, 34. I think it's higher. I think he's much closer to 1 PRA per min guy than 0.6, whatever the books are projecting him for.
Yeah. Keyshawn. Big game George. Yeah, he was looking pretty good last year. Justin Edwards is starting. He's got an 8.5 points line at BetOnline. Do you have any Justin Edwards thoughts?
I think he's a good shooter.
I know Trendon Watford's back. So that's like, I mean, if he only played 19 minutes last game, I don't think anyone else is out who wasn't playing. Barlow didn't play last game either. Embiid's in. They still have Jabari Walker, and now they have Trendon Watford. I actually wouldn't even like just nibbling. Like, I wouldn't be shocked if you saw some like weird jank minutes for Edwards, but can't really say too much about that one. King Viper. First of all, big hug from Azores, Portugal. Hell yeah, dude. Second, what do you think about Shea, quote unquote O? What do you think about
where? Azores Portugal.
Portugal. Yeah, Shea. I mean, dude, if you like look at all like the numbers, Liam, do you have any Shea thoughts?
I haven't watched the Kings enough. Like when beating these like stars, I want to like be really confident. So I don't have a take on SJ today. Azores Portugal, mate.
Yeah.
This guy lives in an unbelievable part of the world.
Have you been there before?
No, but look at that. It's like a little island in the middle of the ocean.
Damn, dude, that's sick.
I didn't even know you could bet there.
That's actually sick, dude.
How cool is that?
Oh, shout out King Viper. Switch that for the normal power pick, yeah. So Shea though, yeah, me personally, oh, man. I think that he's had such like weird assist numbers. I guess he finally had a good assist game. I mean, dude, he should probably have some pretty ridiculous usage, like genuinely. But yeah, I guess I'm kind of with Liam. I would think that they blitz him at will, but at the same time, I mean, he was literally like a 40 point per game guy with J-Dub off, I believe. And Liam, correct me if I'm wrong there, but I think I remember seeing that. And now you don't have Chet too.
Yeah. No, he's like, I mean, you go back to a couple of years back when there was no SGA, no Giddy, no Jalen Williams. He was almost like a 40 point per game per 36 guy.
Yeah, he is very good. And I'm pulling this up too. Yeah, so
he's an absolute freak.
So is this even? I see J-Dub still on here though, which is weird. Okay,
so you looking at last season without Chet, without J-Dub?
41.27, which is crazy, dude. AJ Mitchell, we should have seen the leap coming, dude. Should have seen the leap coming.
Yeah. He's 40% usage rate in that's a massive sample size as well, with no Chet, no J-Dub. 900 minutes, 40% usage, 25 shots per 36.
Yeah, Shea is
pretty good, isn't he? He's good at basketball.
Pretty good, dude. My favorite pick for that game, honestly, dude, I'm kind of liking DeRozan overs. I wish I had some. Do you have any unders that you like in this game? Because it's kind of gross, but like maybe like Levine unders. I mean, I'm not even sure though, dude. Like, do you have any unders that you like, Liam?
I haven't looked at those two games. I actually honestly haven't really looked closely at.
Okay. Fairs.
But this Heat one.
I played Hartenstein PRA at 23.5 this morning. And I was like, I feel like Chet's going to get ruled out because he was on the injury report with a back issue. So I'll just play that and, maybe get some CLB. So
King Viper said he's from São Miguel Azores. And I looked it up and it might be even smaller than the one I was looking at. That's crazy. It looks so sick.
I feel like just like living near an island or just like near the ocean. I mean, I guess I kind of do to an extent, but how far away are you from the
ocean? When I say island though, like it's so small. I reckon the King Viper, you'd probably know like most people who live there. It's tiny. Looks so sick. Yeah. How did you end up there, mate? Were you born there or did you move there? Because imagine being born on like one of those small islands and you just compare like you growing up there compared to how we grew up. It'd just be like completely different.
Liam, off the top of your head, what do you think about AJ?
AJ?
Yeah.
I think they've adjusted his line pretty well to 14.5.
I do too. I couldn't touch that personally, especially with Caruso back too. Yeah. Like, there's a lot of guard minute competition there.
Yeah, the guy who went out was a forward, and the guy who came in as a guard, which doesn't really help. AJ, I think he's a very good player though.
He is for sure. I need to find some unders, dude. I hate just like being an over guy.
Well, you gotta bet where the value is, mate.
Yeah, that's true.
Scoring's up. I told you. Do you remember at the start of the season? I said scoring will be up.
Yep, dude. You should have just trusted your instinct and bet every single over. Didn't the overs go like 14-2?
Yeah, it was something ridiculous to start. There was signs in preseason though, like teams, and the free throw rate was also up. I don't like the way refs are calling games though. there's so many cases where guys get free throw when they're not in control, which I hate. They like barrel down the lane, they're not in control, and they get bailed out. If they just reduce those, it'd be good. But yeah, there's scoring's up. I do like the under today, though.
Yeah.
I never thought I'd say it, but I like the Hornets under.
Hornets Heat or the Hornets team total?
No, the total for the game is 240.5, I think. Yeah, which is massive when you consider Powell's out as well.
Yeah, that is pretty
guy, massive, and you've got it in Miami, and Miami fastest pace. I think Powell out does change that a little bit, but I also think they're going to take pride in on the defensive end eventually.
The Heat or the Magic?
The Heat.
Yeah,
it goes against everything Spo's ever done.
Did we get any new news, or why did FanDuel just pull every Heat line?
Maybe they know who the starters are.
FanDuel knows.
Before us, if they're pulling every line, I reckon it would be because the starter is not. Yeah, Pell Larson. That's what I was going to say. I think it'd be someone who you wouldn't expect, which is why I wasn't baked in.
Is Pell Larson? Oh, yep. Yep. Mitchell, Larson, Wiggins, Adebayo, and Ware. So what do you think about LaMelo now?
I still like LaMelo.
Yeah.
He will have Davion on him, though, but I do like LaMelo. Yeah, he had really good usage last game. He'll get drop as well from Ware. And, I mean, I like the total under, but a total of 240. I mean,
yeah.
A lot of the time, the books know more than we do, and if they're projecting that this close to tip, it's pretty good.
Yep, I'm seeing. Would you go PRA or just points?
I need to look into it. I'm going to jump off now because I'm going to do all my stuff for that game.
Okay. All right, sounds good. Appreciate you hopping on, Liam.
No drama. It's good to see you, mate. Best of luck to everyone today, and hope you win some bets.
Yes, sir. That's what it's all about.
See you, fellas.
Right. Peace out. Okay, guys. So I guess moving on now with just like I'll spend like 10 more minutes or 5-10 on this Heat game if you guys have any thoughts. So Pell Larson is starting, and then he's basically a no usage guy. Offense is going to go through Wiggins and Adebayo. Khalil Ware, honestly, guys, him starting at the 5 makes me really like his threes, and that just moved a ton. Looks like someone got on that. Like I said, I might check the 365 line and see what his 3-point attempts are at. But like 2.5 for plus money is kind of what I'm hoping, like a pretty good plus money. Because Kalkbrenner just like does not move like at all. So I'm going to quick check that out and see what it's going to be at. And that might be something that I officially get on. But yeah, LaMelo Ball is officially now in like a very good spot. And looks like they pulled everything. So great. Nice. Wow. But yeah. So Jaime's coming off the bench. Pell Larson, I feel like whenever he does start, he does play pretty decent minutes. But yeah, let's see. He's definitely not a usage guy. So it's going to flow through Bam, Wiggins, and then you have Jovic off the bench, who will probably play a decent amount. I don't really know what the point of playing Khalil big minutes would be overall. I totally get that he's getting the start, but outside of the threes look, dude, everything else kind of seems like a little bit high. Like, I don't really know why he'd be playing additional minutes in this high-paced game with the Hornets where there's not like a threatening opposing center on the other side, and they still have all their bench guys. Like, clearly they're just adding a guy to the rotation. So I know I'm kind of contradicting myself here, but where under PR kind of seems high, dude. Like, so you probably have him for like 20 to 26 minutes, I guess. And let's see, 20 to 26, because he's not going to really see additional usage. The only thing he'll get is like guys, I'm not going to lie, Ware seems mad high, like genuinely. And at the end of the day, like I said, I like his 3-point attempts, but you can kind of like threes, and like that's not his game. So I'm probably actually going to wind up playing Ware under 21.5 PR, just being frank with you guys. I just don't see why he's not a PR per minute guy whatsoever. Yeah, this feels mad high. I don't. Someone comment down below. What do you think about this? Do you guys think he'll play additional minutes? Because I personally do not. With Norman Powell out, and they're just moving Larson in. So yeah, that's kind of my thoughts there on Colel. And then yeah, the other Heat guys, I guess, like Jaime with 14.5. He's been playing good, man, but shooting the ball very, very well. And that's probably going to regress a little bit. Of course, we'll get some more usage without Powell out. So I think his line's probably fairly set. Same with Wiggins. Yeah, I don't really have much take. But guys, this Ware line I think is too high personally. So totally get the pace and everything. Going back over to LaMelo, like I said, Ware starting at the 5 changes things a decent amount. You'll get those minutes of Ware starting in both halves where they'll both be on the floor together, and he won't be getting blitzed at will by Bam. So this is a pretty strong lean of mine, is LaMelo's over. But I need to share some loves with the unders, so I'm probably going to be on that officially. All right, guys. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Make sure to drop a like, sub on the way out. And yeah, I will be doing this, like I said, every single day. And appreciate everyone tuning in. And yeah, I will catch you guys tomorrow.